Hello. Okay, wait. Actually, I need to clean off my desk this weekend. Alright, give me 1 second to send a message. Hello, Ninja. Welcome. Let me grab Ronnie and also stop the music. There's so many things to do at the start of stream and I never remember all of them. Okay, Ronnie. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. You're fine. You're fine. I just, Output device. Go to the right area. Can you speak again?
Hello?
Alright, there we go. My sound thing went to the wrong place and I was like, I can't have Ronnie coming out of my speakers. Here, I'm gonna drop the frame rate slightly.
Ronnie's doing good right now.
That's good.
Ronnie's edible is starting to kick in, so
Oh.
we'll see how Ronnie's doing.
Yeah. My offline art.
I'm glad that you liked my story about getting like absolutely terrified by Pete Wentz.
It was very funny. Okay, it was really funny. Novala, that actually is not, that's super old. I haven't had a chance to update all of my Twitch art. So that's actually old. Those are actually OCs of mine because I used to do a lot more art on here, or at all. That was like one of the original plans, but my computer for a really long time couldn't handle both an art program and OBS because my laptop sucked. And right now I can't use my tablet, so that's good. But yeah. Those are old OCs who I should get drawn again, but they haven't been. How's your week been, Ronnie?
It's spring break now.
Hell yeah.
Which is and Rosie just jumped up.
Hi,
so
Rosie.
Say hi to Rosie. It's good.
Damn, that's a lot of...
I gave myself my first tea shot today after
God damn it. You're fine.
doing gel, and then gel was $128 a month, so I decided I can't do gel.
Mm-hmm. Could bump your volume
And it wasn't...
a little bit.
It was a little scary, but I did it, and I was really brave, and the guy said I did a great job.
Hell yeah, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I had to give him a disclaimer, like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be such a fucking baby while you teach me how to do this.
Sorry if Ronnie's
Also,
going up and down. I'm just editing this. I'm just changing the sound as you're speaking.
You also get 2 options if you're gonna shoot yourself in the stomach or the leg, so that's also fun. We love to choose your own adventure. We love options.
Hell yeah, we do.
I chose stomach, and it was fine.
Well, that's good.
But no, midterms were really bad. However, they were also really good because... So the one midterm I was like, fuck this about was... So I have 1 science credit I have to do.
Yes.
So I'm taking like an anatomy and physiology class, which it is quite literally like a high school like science class, which would be fine except for the fact that I don't have the time or energy to like... memorize brain, like a diagram of like the brain. Not now, not anymore. I'm not the same person. I don't have that in me. And I was like, I literally just need to pass this midterm. I don't care if it's a D, I don't care if it's an A, just get me out of here. And the week before the midterm where I should have been studying more and being more put together was when my wallet got stolen.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck this. I'm just gonna ball. We ball. If I fail, I fail. And I was really scared that I like bombed it. And you know what?
You didn't?
D's get degrees.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I had like a 65 or 6, and I was like, you know what? Or it was like a 67. I was like, you know what?
Hell yeah. It works. If it works, it works.
I have like I get like A's in every other class because like you know, studio classes. So I'm like, I don't.
You will graduate.
Fine.
You will graduate.
If it's the thing that stops me from graduating with like higher regards, it might piss me off a bit, but like, because I have good grades in every other class, but like also again, I just want out, so I want to get my film done, and then I want to worry about just being anxious about applying to every animation and illustration and storyboard related job there is in the
You
world.
are so valid. Also, tomorrow I am going to send
Tomorrow.
you the list of like cons that like I think we should actually
Yes.
apply to, because I keep thinking about it and I'm like, it'll be fine. And I was thinking about it at work today and I was like, it's not fucking fine because things are
Oh,
gonna
also,
start
I do have good
closing.
news for you. I do have
What?
good news related to summer cons, so we don't have to worry about, like, you know how my family does that beach trip and how it was an issue last time?
Yeah.
It's going to be the first week of September, so it shouldn't get in the way of any summer
Okay,
cons.
I'll take a look, and I think there's one maybe. No, that one might not
Yeah.
be in September this year. I'll
I didn't
figure
think it
out.
was a big deal, but just in case, like, there's an August con you're looking at,
Yeah,
or
yeah. I
especially if
think
it's,
they're.
like, closing soon, that way we
Yeah,
know, like, no matter what, I can do it.
for sure. Yeah, one of my writing groups was like, let's get together this summer and like have like a few days where we like hang out and like write and stuff. And I was like, that's great. Can we decide on a date like now? Because if I apply to conventions, 80% of these don't do refunds. And I'd rather hang out with you guys for a weekend than be at
Then
a
hang out
con.
with me?
Okay, here's the thing. If we
Oh
do
my
two or
god,
three other
Chad,
cons,
do you fucking hear this? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna
if I
cry
do
and
three other cons, then yes, I would like to spend one weekend with my writing friends. How dare you not let me do this? You're so rude.
Guys, Taya hates me.
I do need to do cons though, because like I'm getting a ton of merch in, and I still haven't started selling my other merch.
I need to make more. I had a few cute ideas for more mainstream merch, but
I
that
gotta
also
come
is
up with
things I care
mainstream
about
merch.
since just there's no urge to
My
draw
ass
fucking
is out here
Genshin.
like, well, if I
Yeah.
finish some of these
Um
87
I thought
Leighton
of
comics, then I
I
can
thought
print
that
them.
doing
Who wants a Leighton comic? No one.
I thought that doing a few popular Minecraft blocks would be really cute.
That'll be cute. Yeah.
Like doodling, like especially because if they were like linking charms, also just like I
Oh,
think
I
a
don't
little
need this.
prefurb is just like a cute thing to have on your keys.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel then I can stop more randos because they'll be like, "Holy shit, I know that mainstream thing," and then they'll see my other shit, and then hopefully a second smaller part of their brain will wake up and they'll be like, "Holy shit, that thing."
That's what you gotta hope. Ninja, I know
That's me.
you want a
I'm just
Leighton
gonna make.
comic, but like,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm
what
gonna
about the
make
rest
just
of
enough.
them?
Like, yeah, I also can't make too much Minecraft stuff because then I don't want people thinking anything about me.
And that's what
I'm
we'll
like,
say on that.
I also had a June so I think I'm just gonna do some mainstream video games because I also had that cute linking. I think I showed to you a few years ago. I had that cute linking Junimo
Yes, yes,
charm
yes,
idea,
yes.
and I never got around to doing it. So like since those guys are so easy to draw, I'm thinking I could literally just trace it, make it look like a smidge better, and then be like, all right, we're good.
You're real. Mm-hmm.
I also sold out like immediately after like I put them up on during my winter break. I sold out of all my demo lovers, so I need to make more.
I just need to make the graphics. I could open my store officially like this weekend if I can get off my ass and make a graphic. So
I need to actually take
maybe
a
I
graphics,
should do
but...
that. But yeah, Ninji, if I can finish it, I would love to finish more stuff. I'd love to just throw my latent stuff into like one of those like super cheap like here's my sketches zine, because I have like 18 comics and I don't know what happened. Have you ever just decided to learn a new medium for no reason and you're not good at it, but you sure have committed to it? Because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. The good news is that I can also make a few basic prints that aren't Ace Attorney related for once, because I'm sure I'm going to order more of those eventually after I graduate and draw more Ace Attorney art. Since I'm doing some nice prints for my traditional illustration class.
All right.
I mean, some of the, like the one I'm doing right now is on a canvas, but it's still my Chemical Romance art, and apparently people like when I do that. So I can at least try to scan that canvas in and like get something decent. And then my final. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you what my final was going to be for that class?
I think so.
Yeah, I was gonna for people. Everyone, don't steal this or I'll cry so much. My final for my traditional illustration class, I'm going to paint the kiss, like the famous painting, but I'm painting it as the Demolition Lovers because it's also the 20th anniversary of Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge.
I just like that painting. That's my hot take.
It's such a good one.
I would love to know how to use patterns. That'd be cool. You know, textures and patterns.
I can try to give you like more tips. That's what I should do now. That'll help me if you, because I know I'm always like make me draw and then I don't at cons. If you frame it as like make yourself teach me how to do a thing, it'll make me get my iPad out.
All right, great. We'll do that next time.
Just be like, hey, while you work on that zine page, you can use this as an opportunity.
All right. Are you ready to? Are we gonna try to finish this case tonight?
Yes. Also, oh my god, Ninja, Demolition Lovers. Yes, Sorry, you understand, Taya. I need I want the song. I know it's not on Revenge. I need the song Demolition Lovers from Bullets. The thing that the story that started it all. I need that song and played at my wedding. I've let to the point where literally my girlfriend knows that it's like not a deal breaker, but like I'm not gonna get too cringe at my wedding, but like Demolition Lovers does have to be one of the slow dances. And I know that song is 5 minutes long. Everyone else will sit and watch, and they'll be grateful.
Okay.
They cannot be patient while that long ass song. No, literally, the part that gets me in the song before we play this video game. The part that gets me in the song is where it's starting to build, and then Gerard's like yelling, and he's like until the end of, and before he can says everything, when it like completely cuts out, and then you just hear that quiet little guitar riff before the all we are is bullets, and just I'm getting too high to like think about My Chemical Romance. I'm gonna start crying.
All right, July 10th, 9:49 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2.
It's such a good song.
Wait, fuck. Am I Trucy right now, or are you Trucy right now? We're not in court.
I'll be Trucy in this moment.
Okay.
Literally, did she?
Get out of here, Apollo Justice.
One more fun fact, Taya, you're gonna know how bad this hurt me.
Okay.
For the first time in decades, there is a Gerard Way meet and greet opportunity.
Oh, no.
However, I can't do it for multiple reasons. So it's part of and you're gonna be like, oh, you hate that thing too. It's part of the bit company behind the When We Were Young festival.
Oh.
So the only way to do a meet and greet with Gerard Way, it's also for one person. One person's gonna get this.
That's so funny. Imagine that being that one person.
One person, if they spend, it's technically for charity.
Yes.
I think if they spend $8,000.
Whoa.
They get 4 tickets to When We Were Young, which is technically like not that that's a good, you know how expensive those are at least.
Yes, we've talked about it.
So at the very least, at least it's not like just shit that you get. Like, I don't know if they let anyone else in to see Gerard with you. They might be like, if I was Gerard, I'd be like, let's keep the number of like people who paid $8,000 just to see me. Like, let's keep that down to a minimum. I don't need a lot of those people. No, I'm not even kidding, Ninji. Like, I have like quite literally right now, just because like my savings like slowly drain. I literally have almost exactly $8 grand right now. And I know I'm not. But I'm like, so what you're saying is if I quite literally like close my fucking bank account and take all the money and run, I could meet Gerard Way. And I just leave and I'm in LA for the rest of my life on the streets. It's good for me. But no, you also get like a bunch of other shit, but it is like, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think it's funny that $8,000 Gerard Way meet and greet tag is technically cheaper than the most expensive thing you can get for the When We Were Young tour, since the Cabana tickets are 18 grand.
Well, anyway.
Gerard Way is cheaper than a Cabana, that's mean. Literally though, Ninji, like, okay, but like, this is the one celebrity I like get to be a little bit parasocial about. Like, can I please fucking... But no, literally fuck When We Were Young, because I'm actually pissed, because usually I can resist it. I promise, Taya, I promise. I'm sorry, I'm getting it all out of my system right now so that I'm normal for the rest of the stream. Yeah, no, I also looked at going. For me, it was actually not my chem that had me the most insane, because believe me, I want to see all of Black Braid perform, but the fact that they got Cobra Starship to come back and they were going to perform all of Viva La Cobra, and then they got Millionaires, which I think I told you, Taya, they're an old like scene duo that like disappeared off of MySpace, and I was like, how the fuck do you get them? And I was just like, oh, the old the thing is, When We Were Young, it might feel like a poser kind of event, but they do their research on who to get. But I thought, so I did think about it, but I was like, Jesus Christ, it's so fucking expensive. But fun fact, despite the fact that it was clear When We Were Young wanted to be like, this is the first time some of these artists have performed live, Cobra Starship fucking ruined it, because Fall Out Boy just like brought them on stage 2 days ago. And was like, yeah, here's Escape Support, and we just kind of like fucking had him in here, I guess. Oh no, I did love When We Were Young 2022. I did like MCR actively poking fun at it, but it is a bit funny though for their costumes for the first one to be like, fuck this festival. We're gonna make a joke about how like this is a mockery of like what emo used to be, and then or whatever, and then like immediately being booked for the next festival. Like, all right, listen to the message a bit, guys. All right, well, this is it.
I'm
normal.
I've clicked
I'm
out
normal
of it.
now. I'm sorry. Ninji, we can talk about this someday.
Today's the day it all goes down. And then there was yesterday.
I could feel myself getting too high to like think about Gerard Way without like exploding, so this meeting is over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry. No go. Come on, piano boy. Name that also could work for clavier.
Yeah, I was gonna say bad name.
Like, yeah, I think we got 2 of those.
Bad
around
nickname.
Here. Yeah. Let's get more specific, maybe. So I just got a screenshot that because that's I feel like such a like me. I feel like that's something that I would say. I feel like you can agree with this.
No, it is.
That's how my brain. That's the kind of shit that like my brain generates for me as like a little treat. They both spin around in my head, and it's great. It's really fun. It's so good. God, I wish I had an extra $8,000 so bad.
That'd be crazy. If I wish I had $8,000. What would I do with that? Probably the answer's probably nothing. I'd probably just have to hold on to it so I could survive.
If all of my Twitter followers gave me like $7, I could go.
If all of my Twitter followers gave me like 10, and I don't think most of them are alive, like the accounts. I don't think most of them are like active. You can call me Guitar.
Darian, wait. I never liked you. Either of you. Love that he's saying that's not just Apollo, but also like a teenage girl.
But also like really funny for him to say when he's known them for like less than 24 hours. Or maybe about 24.
They've been working on this. Yeah, they haven't even like been working on this shit together. Or
like
anything.
he had like an introduction and then they saw them in court. Like, what are you talking about? It's not like they like hung out with the band.
He truly is a born hater. I kind of respect the grind.
And then he faded.
Yeah, that's all he needed to say. He needed to tell a 15-year-old that he hated her, and then he needed to go.
This is actually why the band fell apart.
I just think it's so funny, like, Apollo at least is, like, a grown man. It's like, Juicy's just, like, a kid. Like, you're just gonna say that to her, too? Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. And I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. Bang. What was that?
Oh, I think this is, Magnify. No. Yeah, what's the yellow one?
Valiant? Val... It begins with a V.
Valiant.
There we go. I was like, which... Anyway, you're him, so...
My edible, like, kicked in right when this showed up, and I was like, damn, who the fuck is this? Was I him? That's
yes.
Right. He is heard but unseen. Who's that? Girl, would you not recognize the voice?
Maybe he's also putting on a voice. Maybe he's doing, like, an announcer voice.
Well, I'm not adding that layer to it, so, you know, we can imagine. Everyone use your beautiful minds. Who's that talking? Also, Taya, we should do Anime Con and get bells. I hope that is still on the table.
Oh, it is. Yeah, it's definitely on the table. Hello, Nate.
I can't wait to, like, buy up the store for the weekend and be like, yeah, we're just gonna, like, kind of stockpile.
We really did not plan that well at all. Why are we so bad at bringing the right amount of food to conventions? We've never done it.
I feel like it's like all of us, like, we're trying to save money and, like, we're just thinking about, like, getting our shit there, and then we remember, like, no, we do have to let ourselves spend money on food beforehand.
Anyway, Val and
but
Grammar.
Bells will save us. Bells will save us there.
Did we decide it was Grammary?
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, fuck.
No, we did.
Bell's strawberry chocolate milks. Strawberry chocolate, that would be interesting. That would actually be
the
good.
The mango mousse, like, you have to try it. It was so nice. It was so
But, like,
fluffy.
Linji, like, I absolutely believe you. Same, me. It's definitely different when you're, a vendor, though. Like, when you're behind the table, even with two of us, like, for one of us to go find food, it's like...
The con food is, yeah.
And then, like, I have to, like, if there's been times where we were like, well, should I go, when I had my car, like, should I go buy food? And it's like, well, I could be gone for, like, 30 minutes, and if I have to repay for parking, like, So, yeah, it's a nightmare.
Also, like, the con food is always, like, a $20, like, single pepperoni from a pizza.
But those, oh my
those
God, bowls things we got at Fan Expo, those fucked. They were really good.
I think that was one of the most beautiful times in my life. Eating vegetables, and I mean that.
I don't even remember what they were. It was like a
mine had
rice bowl.
It was the sauce was really good. It was some kind of really good like sauce, but mine had like bean sprouts and stuff in it.
It was great.
And, like a bit of beef.
Whatever the fuck it was fantastic.
Fan
Expensive.
Expo Boston, Fan Expo Boston, if you can hear our prayers, just bring that guy back.
Everyone else, you can take or leave.
Yeah.
Anyway.
The con can be us and them.
Everyone will come.
Everyone comes in and they get one rice bowl and then gives us the rest of their money, and then we all go home, and it's really good.
Oh. I exclaimed as he walked in through the door. Normally. I love this line, by the way. I think it's so funny. As he walked in through the door.
I mean,
normally.
to be fair, we will be at Fan Expo Boston, like, already approved, already accepted.
Mm-hmm. We are at Fan Expo Boston this summer. Yeah. We are going to apply to Anime NYC as a joke.
Just for the bit.
Anime NYC, if you're out there.
I'll just laugh.
If we go to
NYC, there is this little Japanese, like, store and cafe that I really like.
Ninji, it's so hard to get in. If we get in, come see us. But, like, it's so hard to get in. We're doing it for the bit.
Yeah, it's very much the bit. Like, we might as well apply because, like, you know...
We're not gonna get in.
Well, it's also, I think, a thing where, like, eventually, hopefully, I like to believe we'll get good enough and more established that we will.
We can hope and pray.
So it's like, we might as well keep applying until they let us in. You aren't the witness today, are you, Uncle Valen? A preposterous proposition. The photo of the judge is, like, killing me right now. Just so you know, with that painting.
It's every time I see it, I'm like, man.
It's like affecting me a bit. I'm not in the right state of mind to be looking at it. It's like, why the fuck do they do that? Alright, it's fine. I'm sorry. I'm good now. I'm normal.
Mm-hmm.
How could I stand to stand upon the stand? I can't stand it. Yeah, no, trying to process, like, that oil painting, like, with, like, the THC molecules, like, taking this shit out of my head.
And yet like, you comment on it every single time. Like, one of us will, without a doubt, comment on that painting.
I think it's usually you. I thought you commented on it.
I comment on it, but I think you commented on it the first time. Like, we just bounce back and forth who's gonna comment on this painting.
We're just never gonna get over it, I guess.
No, because it's, like, a lot.
Maybe this should be my traditional illustration final. I just recreate it.
It would be really funny.
And then I spend my $8,000 for Gerard Way on a fancy golden frame so that I can have it on my wall.
Oh my god.
Have it.
Anyway.
Why my secrets will be free for the plucking.
We're never gonna finish this case.
I get that about looking at Amtrak. We love an Amtrak. We love an Amtrak route. No pressure either way. Yeah, but I'll be there. And so will Taya. Listen, I like talking about numerous things. You all hate communication, the joy of connection. You might even have to sign autographs. That's why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day, and that's why I came here to talk to you about it. Ooh, with fantasy magic? Indeed. I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over.
Me?
me and a minor inconvenience.
Literally. Me leaving.
Us when we do that thing I talked about where we get an RV and just do cars.
Yeah.
And we just kind of live in it. It's great. But before I go, a word of warning. Warning? What?
She got the echo curse.
The grand grammary glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth.
Glamour?
A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Trucy, though it pains me to part so. I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell.
Oh, okay.
There he goes.
She's like, maybe next time I'll call. He sure seemed happy about that illusion thing.
Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of a magician. You can't pull off a show without one. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually it involves cutting up things like people, or elephants, or the Eiffel Tower. Anything, really.
So he was talking about what we saw at the concert.
I got a yawn.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Lamoir's disappearing act.
And Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar. Remember how orange he was?
Why don't we circle back to that?
Why don't we circle back to how much
I feel like
fucking
I feel
orange?
Like I feel like we didn't touch on that enough. I feel like we kind of moved past it.
I think we moved past it too quickly.
I think we can spare some time for it. I wonder what he meant by it being at the root of all that has happened.
Probably exactly that. Well, it's about time. Shall we go in? Excuse me, sir. Yeah? The scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed. The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience. We're just telling you now. Fuck you if you wanted to, like, go get breakfast and skips to come early. Did something happen? This is a first. It was by the judge's request, some urgent personal business. Great. I bet he stayed up too late last night watching courtroom dramas. Apparently he's visiting the hospital again. I forgot about that! I forgot when we were like in the last time we were here, he was like, ah yes, my friend who is dying or whatever. I just, you know. The hospital? I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son was unwell. Apparently his condition has worsened considerably but this morning. The Chief Justice's son.
Oh, that's right.
Trucy also just remembered. She's like, oh fuck.
Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he had to go visit him after the trial.
There it is. Itis.
Yeah. Damn.
Disease strikes closer to home than ever before. There's a newspaper. Nope. There's an article about it in the newspaper. You care to read about it yourself.
Damn.
Our newspaper article has been added to the court record. Itis. Where have I heard that before? Sounds stupid.
Jesus. I'll let you read that article for us, Apollo. Just leave the TV guide page to me.
Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can. That's the only one I care about. I really don't give a shit about anything else happening. July 10th, 10:30 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. Who was the judge? Sit in silence.
Yeah, I think he's like staring right at me. I don't like it.
Okay.
We gotta. Can we like tone that shit down a bit? Can we like not make him do that?
Are you the judge? Or am I the judge?
Yeah. No, I'm the judge. I just don't like how he's looking at me right
Oh,
now.
okay. He's gonna keep looking at you till you read this line then.
I don't like that. Doesn't he know? My apologies for the delay. Court is now in session for the trial of how do you say this name? Not even trying.
This one isn't even a hard name. There are some difficult names in this game. That one's not hard.
Machi Tobai, our suspect fortissimo. Right. It's his trial in any case.
The defense is prepared, Your Honor.
Oh, wait, that's right. Sorry that I should have been Apollo in the beginning, maybe. Sorry, my bad.
No, it's okay, because we were just hopping right into it. I mostly wanted to know what you wanted to start with, because we were, like, about to go in. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah.
I'm doing good in the brain, I think. The prosecution is ready to rock. He didn't like that.
Is something wrong, Your Honor?
No, well, yes.
Is it related to the case, Your Honor?
It's just I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students.
So no.
Pains me to see him going through such a difficult time.
That's not, like, I'm sorry, but, like, this isn't relevant.
Enteritis, was it? That article said there's no known cure.
They really went all out with this name for this disease. They said, we need a disease name. It doesn't have a cure. Someone went, Enteritis? And they all went, I guess. Good enough. Print it! Like, come on, guys.
Oh, Judge, let me say, with all honesty, I feel your pain. But now is not the time for tears. Yeah, he's also like, please, we gotta...
We gotta focus.
Yeah, we do. Now is the time for law.
Okay.
Indeed. We left off at quite the junction yesterday.
Yeah. I decided I didn't want to read this one. She kicked him out. It's always funny when they interrupt each other because it's like, did you push them out of the stand? Like, are they shoving each other right now like children?
I guess. Quite a sensational ending. Who would have thought Davian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect? He's like saying
I
that
feel
shit
like
to
we're
Bridget
mixing
G.
metaphors. Like, why are we talking about like TV shows now?
Yeah, it's kind of like really bad for me while I'm high to like try to read all that when he's doing shit like that. Like, hey
More
guys, we gotta have
sanctioned violence. Good job,
like
Hannah.
we gotta have one metaphor at a time. I can't.
He's using like
I
8
can't-
and Ronnie's like, ugh.
I can't do that. I cannot do that right now. I got one metaphor in me at a time right now. All my other metaphors are just about Gerard Way's $8,000.
No. We talked about it already.
Yeah, no, I actually did get it all out of my system
Okay.
this time, which is nice.
You never know.
I promise. You can't tell what I'm making like heart hands at the
Okay.
camera. I promise. Ninji, I'm just pretending that none of it's real and it never happened. I never found out about it, so it's okay. Ask the prosecution to look into this matter. Please tell the court your findings. Davian Crescent is a member of my band, the Gaviners. He is also a detective, making the current charges serious indeed. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to alter our case or file new charges.
And your reason is?
Haven't you aware her forehead?
Apparently not. Long arm.
He has an impeccable alibi. An alibi? That is the wrong fucking
No,
place.
wrong person.
Where am I?
Where are you?
I'm at my girlfriend's house. Looking at her cat.
Kitty.
I love Rosie. You'll get to see Rosie again too, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Unless she made you too allergic, but...
Nah, she was fine.
Did you hear that, Rosie? She looked at me for a sec. She's like, I didn't hear you. Your buds did. Let us review the facts again, shall we?
You guys haven't played this game in a few weeks. Let's talk about it.
Let's remind you where we are. The concert held on the night of the shooting was in 3 sets.
And 3 stupid sets. My hot take.
Yeah, sets that were not split up well.
They said, okay, we will play 1 song, and then Lamawa will come on for 1 song, and then we will play 1 song, and then the concert's over. Girl, right. What are you doing? Who's in charge of this?
Usually when it's gaps where like people aren't on stage and it's like a much bigger thing, usually that's only between acts. The main act, if they're doing a break between songs, it'll usually just be like them talking to the audience or something. Mm-hmm. Or like a planned bit of silence for like the lights and stuff, if it's like more of a performance thing. Like usually gaps where there's like no one
I'm
on
interrupting
stage.
You. This is so fucking funny. I don't know if you can see, I don't think you can see my cursor. The Apollo and Trucy in the front is so funny, especially since, like, this is the least amount of detail I've ever seen, ever. Yeah. And you can see, like, they decided to add this guy over here on the end, on the right, randomly has detail, but no one else. This guy has 2 spikes. Who is this?
But yeah,
Also, there's no one behind the drums, if you were curious. They're played by a ghost.
But yeah, that's why I'm also just like, anything where like no one's on stage, like gaps those big, I've only ever seen in between acts. Like it is a new group of performers. Mm-hmm. I've never seen the band that's like still in the middle of their set be like, yeah, we're going for 5.
This is like such a weird level of detail. Like this right here is clearly like a 3D asset that they must have thrown in.
Oh wait, Fall Out Boy did something like that, but it still fits with what I said because they weren't going backstage for like just a break. It was like part of like a skit.
That's
then,
like that's not even.
Screen.
It wasn't even like someone else. Like there was like a long period of time before anyone went back on stage. Like what's happening? Anyway, we should stop complaining about them and read the game.
The Governors ripped up the stage during the first set.
Sure.
Tore it up with hammers.
No stage anymore.
There's a second. Yeah, the stage all gone. Stage all gone. There's the second set. Our guest took center stage. That's a good point. Apollo was a bit too tall, maybe.
Oh, there he is! There he is! There he is!
Oh, thank fucking God.
Thank God. Oh, fuck.
The, like, black outline.
Along with the drummer and bassist for a total of 5. Those ones were not timed. Sorry.
I started looking at, like, the black shading on his hair, and it was, like, so much to process.
Sorry. This one wasn't one with pausing.
Room, however, took place during the third set. That means the defendant, Machi Tobai, had left the stage at that point. And the Governors were already rocking. Alright.
I just love why did they make that model so orange? It's so off model.
I know.
How'd they end up there?
I don't know.
They didn't change any of the other colors for like stage lighting. Wild. Anyway.
This has been 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you.
And Apollo. You heard them too, right?
I sure did.
Furthermore, Lamour herself witnessed the moment of the crime.
Are they gonna show us this fucking drawing again?
Where she's just like not the right size.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Damn. Well, perhaps I should say she heard the moment of the crime. Then she claims to have heard Mr. Latouche and Detective Crescent talking. But that's impossible. Detective Crescent was... Precisely. Detective Crescent was on stage, getting his groove on, no less. Long arm. Voila. A perfect alibi. Does the defense have anything to add to this?
It's true. When I heard those gunshots, he must have been on stage. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up.
It appears the defense has no objection.
I didn't say that.
I believe we can safely say that Darian Crescent's alibi has been acknowledged. Which means that Slamour was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true. Very well, of course, if we disregard her testimony. Then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. Indeed, there are no objections. Oh, I just remembered all my Chinese food in the fridge. It's so bad. I'm so back after this.
Hell yeah.
Since I was feeling nauseous earlier, I almost didn't get myself as much. Then I was like, no, future Ronnie will hate you if you do that. Future Ronnie will be hungry. Future Ronnie has the munchies, so future Ronnie will eat that entire box of Chinese food, plastic and all.
Nice.
Uh-oh, Apollo. If he declares a verdict now...
We're fucked.
We're so fucked. Do we see the same thing?
But Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight. Lama might have been lying to protect Machi. How can I rely on her testimony? Wait, what about yesterday in the detention center? Why did I think that was the actual Can you imagine? I would love that.
I know. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ah-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Ba-ba.
Ah-ba-ba-ba.
Types of conversations we were having in fucking preschool, I guess.
Machi was trying to tell us something. I know it.
It was good communicating with you like that. I think healed my inner child. It was good.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I hope you had fun ba-ba-ba-ing with me. That's good.
Maybe the best thing to do is ask him under oath.
Very well. The court finds the defendant. What was his? I'm gonna kill him. A little. What was his name again?
Objection!
Your Honor.
No, that wasn't it. It was something like Marquis or Mr. Justice.
Your Honor, before you declare a verdict, I would like to call another witness. I'm just gonna do this.
Oh, it's frozen for me. Okay, there we go.
Okay, I was like, uh-oh.
Clavier hadn't even come up yet. It was still in the in-between, panning between them, so I was just seeing the wall, and I was like, well, here we are.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly who else do you need to hear from?
Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to do that. A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in court. Because he doesn't speak English. Which, come on, guys.
You don't mean...
Obviously I do. The defense calls defendant Machi Tobai to the stand.
What? But he doesn't speak English.
Yeah! So we should get a translator. We'll use an interpreter.
Interpreter? I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
Which we should have done before then.
I still love this part. This is the best Clavier
so real,
line.
though.
So, yeah, it's this was me in middle school Spanish for real.
Mm-hmm.
I only speak a few phrases, such as, I love you, and fair is the toilet.
The defense would like to request Lama as the interpreter.
Oh, good question, actually. Because I know people were saying that Duolingo's use of AI was becoming more noticeable, and like how like you could. Have you been having issues with that, with like your Spanish?
I am also using another app now. I'm still using Duolingo. I'm sorry,
yeah.
but like it's been going down. It's been going downhill for a while, so it's hard to tell.
I know a lot of people figure that they might have started using AI like already by the time they made that announcement. And the announcement
it's
was
really
just,
hard
like,
to tell.
letting you know that we've been doing this.
Yeah, they keep changing. They change their stuff like all the time, so it's hard to tell. Like their like lessons and stuff, so it's really hard to tell.
MOR. There's a possibility she's protecting the defendant.
Like, yes, which is why you guys should have gotten an outside like interpreter day one.
You've had a day. Like, why would you not have already done this?
Right? Like, why didn't you guys do this before? But she'd be interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie?
This is most unusual. Bravo, Air Forehand. Air Judge. The prosecution agrees with the defense's request. Flammar lies, I'll be able to tell.
I was gonna say, how?
Even my limited knowledge of this language should be enough for that.
Is it? Like, is it, Clav?
Yeah, like, I thought you knew 2 sentences, so... Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal.
Finally, some progress. Us getting through 2 lines of dialogue.
Bailiff, please show the defendant and Pamela to the witness stand. They're hanging out there.
Wow.
I suppose there is a first time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name to begin with, if you would, Pamela.
Yes. He says, Machi Tobai, the defendant. None of you guys know how to use a translator.
Yeah, Jesus.
You don't talk to the translator, you talk to the person.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom. Not that we really needed an interpretation of that passage in particular.
So far, so good. You haven't done shit.
Yeah, like, wait. Very well. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Huh? If I would what, Your Honor?
Would what? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not? What do you have him testify about?
What do I want him to testify about? I hadn't thought that far ahead yet.
Apollo?
Pull it the fuck together!
There was probably like a cutaway where like we had to get them on like the stand and stuff. You didn't even like think of something then? You had at least a few minutes.
We even know what we wanted to ask about.
We had to like they had to get like
we had a
sworn in and
flashback.
everything. Aren't you gonna ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying? Excuse me, a moment, if I might speak.
Yes, Lamoir?
Just now, Machi said there is something about which he wishes to testify. Machi wants to testify about something. What could it be?
What sort of testimony is he talking about?
One moment, please. Ugh, the suspense is killing me. Calm down. What? 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 App.
Well, Lamoir?
According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence. And none of you thought to ask.
What?
Literally no one thought to ask.
This is a surprise.
Yahoo! Victory, Apollo, we did it!
This is sounding too good to believe. And I know what that usually means.
Well, if that's true, then this is my final testimony. Machi.
Thank you.
Please testify, right? Please testify to the court.
Very well.
Papa.
Proof of innocence. He says that word of Mr. Latus's death came as a great shock, but if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, I, that is, he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
I see. Wouldn't have understood the English lyrics of the song. That would prevent him from following them so closely. I wondered what he meant by proof.
Why, you would only have to ask Lamoir to know the meaning of that song.
Lamawa, did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him? I did tell him generally what the song was about, but never in so much detail, and he never asked.
Has my oft-repeated warning already furred that forehead?
But... oh.
Lamoir might be protecting the witness.
Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony, I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. Fuck. It worked yesterday, it'll work today. You better fucking hope, buddy. How did I... Okay, that was like, how am I... Wait, see... Okay, I'm like trying to figure out what the buttons are. Could not have done it. I really don't remember this part, from the parts I've seen, so I don't know what we're doing. We're Machi and Mr. Latus close. Yes, after we traveled around the... Okay, never mind.
Lamoir, this is Machi's cross-examination, not yours.
Fair enough. But I knew the answer. Yeah, girl, that's not how this works. Long arm.
This is a court of law. They don't play by the book.
Okay, it says you. I understand.
Whoopsie, one sec.
Alright.
And Prosecutor Gavin's tough. He's really tough. My earbuds are getting
I would not consider this tough, Trucy. This is following the rules of using a translator.
This is just like the process.
Machi says he was very good friends with Mr. Latus. Mr. Latus was always a gentle man, never angry. So you should, girl, you should only be saying what he said. No editing. We got along quite well. I never dreamed something like this would happen. Okay. Wait, what do we have?
I do love the like bracelet just kind of like
spitting.
Yeah, just kind of up there.
Sorry, I don't remember like what we have, so I'm just, you know.
Yeah, you're good. I am definitely too high to have like logical thinking, so you are a bit on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Oh,
But
I was like,
nausea,
did I read any more of
nausea-
this? No.
But my nausea and like any pain is gone, so the edible did save me.
Oh yeah.
Actually. Love that the thing that people take for pain relief also makes your head silly.
The guitar's serenade, correct? Yes. The crime followed the lyrics of the song. The theft of the keyring, the burning guitar, and the bullet. This is why it could not have been me. I'm just pressing all these to get a better idea of what we're
Oh,
doing.
I figured, you're fine.
By could not have done it, you mean? It is very simple. Machi could not have done all the things that happened that day, for all those things followed the song lyrics closely. Oh. Okay. That gave me almost
Oh,
nothing.
is it? I think I know we have to prove that he does know how to speak English, so, like, do we, use the bracelet on him on that line?
Maybe. Wouldn't it be
Or-
difficult
or on her?
for him to
I
perform
feel
without
like, yeah.
knowing the meaning of the lyrics? Absolutely not.
It's again one of those things where it's like, I know we have to prove that he speaks English, but I don't know if it's here or later.
Yeah, I
But
talked
feel
about
like
this
it
when I
might
was
be
doing
here.
verses, when it's like, I know where we have to get, I just don't remember, like, when we get there.
Yeah, it might be now, but I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. He did know what the song was about. Its mood, shall we say. This was enough to play by. Yeah, I mean, people sing songs in languages they don't speak all the time. It's very
Yeah, I mean,
common.
I did competitive chorus, so I was singing in Latin and German and shit.
Yeah, I sang in French once, and technically we had, like,
I
the
did too, I
translation
think.
of the lyrics, but, like, I don't speak French.
I listen to Vocaloid music, and a lot of times I don't have, like, the direct translations memorized, or if I do, again, like, it's still, like, a translation, like, and if I'm listening, like, in the moment listening to a Vocaloid song, I usually am just aware of what the song is about.
Mm-hmm. I told him it was a song about a guitar and love. Girl, what the fuck?
Alright, I don't think you know what this song is about. I don't think anyone knows what this
Clav
song
is
about.
like,
So
actually? He's pulling out the genius annotations.
he's like, I put the genius annotations in myself.
You can see it says from the creator.
It's not actually the guitar that's love, strictly speaking.
He's like
trying to
on
be
the
normal
brink.
about it.
He's like
Yeah.
shaking. He's
'Cause
trying to be normal.
He's already wound so tight that this he's trying so hard to not let this be like the straw that breaks the camel's back.
It like kind of is, I think.
Oh, it's fracturing. The back is fracturing.
He's like,
the camel
it's
is in pain.
not about a guitar and love. That's not what it's about. Oh,
I
perhaps
want
I
to eat a tortilla chip. One
misunderstood.
sec.
Okay.
It's tortilla chip time. Give me a fuck, whatever. No, not really. Yours is also a valid interpretation.
He's like gonna blow. He's trying to blow her up with his
Yeah.
mind. Go get your tortilla chip.
Okay.
I'll take over for a sec. Okay. No, it is my fault. I am too used to singing Aboriginian. It is much easier than trying to understand these English lyrics. What's wrong with you?
Yay! I knew he was innocent.
I believe he is too, Tercy. I do.
What's wrong, Apollo? You got a tummy ache or something?
Something's hidden in that testimony. If it's the truth, I'll find it. Okay, so something about the lyrics are in English, so maybe let's try perceive on this one. Ah, fuck, I don't remember where this perceive is. Ah, fuck,
Yeah.
I missed it. No, we have to do it again. Here again. Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. Sorry.
I was like, wait, no, you did it.
I did? Did
no,
I?
I meant like I thought. No, I meant like I thought you had it, so I was confused when you backed
No,
out.
I hit the wrong button. I hit the wrong button.
Yeah. Mhm.
There we go.
Gotcha!
I hit the wrong button, yeah. I hit stop instead of perceive. Maji? This looks like, you know, we've talked about what this looks like before in a different variety of ways. It doesn't matter. You can't fool my eyes. I saw right through your sunglasses somehow. You glanced toward her the very moment Lamois said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. She's like, fuck. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you? What are you saying? Of course he can't. Ba 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 ba.
Ba 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 ba.
Must he continue this charade?
Mr. Justice, Machi says this. I know the word English. Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language, that is all.
What? Give me a break!
Is that such an unusual word to understand? Do you not know Espanol, for instance?
Well, yeah, but...
I'm sorry, but he truly does not understand your language.
Well, then explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics?
Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad?
Well, he's a lawyer.
It is simple, so simple it hardly requires an explanation. He read about it in the newspaper.
The newspaper?
The Borginian Daily Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days,
right.
you know.
I think you need to maybe point out the fact that like the Bugle wasn't published then or something. Like it was the day after or something.
They have already begun to report
maybe I'm
about this
insane.
case in our homeland.
I was right.
What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
I'm thinking about that doodle of him with his eyes.
I know, the official, like, the
bulging.
concept sketch,
Yeah.
The one Shutakumi did.
Yeah.
Machi's lying. Maybe it's time to show them proof that he's lying.
Is this the... This is probably the Borginian one. It doesn't mention the lyrics of Lamawa's ballad. Yeah?
Yep.
I have here a Borginian newspaper. The Borginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact.
Why does it get published in the United States if literally the only translator they could find was Lamawa? Why is this being sold in convenience stores? Who's reading it? There's clearly not a big enough Borginian-speaking population to be printing a Borginian newspaper. Weird.
Indeed, there is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi?
He's got a tummy ache. He got hit with the tummy
Me a few
ache.
hours ago. Me a few hours ago.
That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics.
What? What is this all about?
I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Borginian newspaper.
Abdabda.
Sorry, I'm finishing my chips.
You're so good.
What does this mean?
The judge is also eating chips.
Yeah, I think he can.
But I don't see how it's possible. I know. He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes!
Fuck. Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. I've read the full report myself.
So the lyrics weren't in the newspaper and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in the courtroom. In English, no less.
The witness will explain, huh?
He's still talking about. He's still having trouble with the fact that that Lamawa is.
Okay, I thought he just got like real like weird about for a
No,
second.
no. I understand where you were going with that, but no, it's like he's
Yeah,
just.
no, I know what you mean.
He's still struggling with
I know what you mean
with
now.
who he's supposed to be speaking to.
Yeah. The witness will explain herself or himself.
Machi says... He says...
Yes.
It is true I read the newspaper, but this is not where I learned the lyrics. I was mistaken. Now I remember.
You remember?
He says he heard of the lyrics from me.
What?
Is this true, Lemoir?
Yes, I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself.
Then it looks like F4 has been jumping to conclusions again. Seems so, yes.
10 o'clock sleepies.
Mm-hmm.
No. I was on to something. I know it. I can't let this chance slip away.
Time is an issue today. Mr. Justice, are you finished with the cross-examination?
What are you going to do, Apollo?
If I'm going to keep on cross-examining, I'd better have an angle of attack. Or else...
Do I? I have to.
My bracelet's still reacting. So I guess I gotta make up some bullshit. Your Honor, please allow me to continue.
You must, you must. Very well. Witness?
I understand.
Yeah, no, I always get like super sleepy around like anywhere between like 2 to 4 p.m. too.
I'm always sleeping. 10 o'clock is real bad, though.
10 o'clock too. It's like, well, for me, it's especially because Tuesday and Thursday, my traditional illustration class ends at 9:45. So 10 p.m. is usually like, I also am just getting home and like sitting on my bed after like a day of classes, and it's really hard to not like immediately like wake up and like, you know, I was out for like 5 hours. Oh yeah, how's Zero Escaping going?
We died.
Oh,
We got a bad end.
ah.
We got a bad end last
How's the
night.
game?
It's fun. We got axed. No, we have not
fun.
escaped. We have not escaped. We escaped a lot of rooms. We did not escape the Titanic. Or not the Titanic. The Gigantic? Is it the Gigantic? I don't know.
Exactly how much did you explain to Machi?
This is a question for me, yes?
This interpretation thing is getting old fast.
It shouldn't be, though. I think you guys all just
not-
suck
yeah.
at talking to a translator.
Yeah, none of you you're all just making this harder for yourself.
Like, it's actually not that hard. You are addressing the person who you are speaking to. You do not address the
Do you
translator.
remember?
If you address the translator,
remember-
you're speaking to them. Huh?
Do you remember the ASL interpreter for Rihanna during the Super Bowl halftime show that one year?
I do.
I think of her. I hope she's doing good.
I told him that Mr. Lucius had been killed, and why he was a suspect. And I told him the crimes that day followed my song.
Did you mention any particular words of the song relating to the case, such as heart?
Yes, of course I explained this. He was quite surprised.
Oh, did we already do this? No, we didn't.
I knew he was innocent.
Oh,
Oh, it's the...
we must have hit the end of this.
Yep, it's the end of...
I was like, wait a minute.
I don't know I think maybe we have to just bracelet again, because since the game mentioned it,
Maybe.
maybe we have to proceed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, where should we? There's a little song. He could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not fully
Oh,
understand.
maybe it's that one? I think it might be that one.
We
again. I
did
think he
this
has a
one
different-
before.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to try it again?
No, no.
You know what's really funny to me? And I think this is intentional, but I do think it's funny. The glow of the bracelet goes outside the box.
Yeah.
And there's something about it that's kind of funny to me. Like, it's like escaping the UI. It was I who explained
It's
the
just
crime.
like-
Let's try this one.
Yeah. Oh, I was trying to wait to see if the glow also went on top of the character sprites. It could be a hand or something.
We actually can't see.
Okay.
We can get to here.
Okay. I can't remember.
Is I who explained this song? Should I try this one again? Oh wait, fuck. I hit press. Can you guys go faster? Can you bep faster? Bep.
Yeah, start scatting about it. Skitty-bop-bop-bop.
Let's see. Let's start from the beginning of this. And we can just watch his face, I guess.
Maybe we don't use it. I just feel like the game was telling us to use it.
I really don't know. I don't even think there's anything here. I'm just like, you know.
Yeah, no worries.
Like, what? Because I don't even know if we really have anything to present. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we present the lyrics again? Did we perceive this one? Me not knowing how this part of the game goes versus you being high. Versus
Sorry.
No, you're totally
I didn't
fine.
feel good. I was like, I didn't feel good, Taya.
You're fine. I just don't know what we're doing. Maybe the fuck. Can you guys let me pass through this faster?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A dog is barking.
Woof. I'm also under blankies.
I'm not, but I gotta stay
Heather
conscious.
just actually, Heather took them out of the dryer before going to work. My girlfriend, so warm blankets on me. And I have both my Chinese food in the fridge, and I have ice cream in the freezer because she bought me ice cream.
I might look this one up. Not gonna lie, I don't remember what we're supposed to.
I won't judge you.
All right, one sec.
Yo, the blanket trilogy. That's crazy.
Oh, wait. Did we not? I don't think we did anything with this one. She added it to her testimony. And I don't think have done anything with it. And that's on me for not realizing that a statement got added to the testimony. Oh, same, Ninji. I haven't worked on it at all. Did something happen on that?
That was like the 1 second where I looked down.
We're not even supposed to be on. Do.
Was this where we moved to? Oh, okay. Yeah, she's gulping. Gotcha. What scene, by the way?
Ranley. Layton, you don't know. Wait, you do! It's the boy best friend.
Yeah.
You do know him.
I do know that guy.
I was about to be like, you don't know, but you were there for the prequels. You do know him.
I do know him.
Yeah, it's for the boy best friendship.
That's so nice. I loved that. I loved that time. That was good.
That was. I'm currently cross-examining Machi. Why should you be uncertain? Like, I understand this is his magic power, but like, this is the reason that I choose to believe that him and Trucy really do have some kind of magic thing going on, because this is such like a fakey fake body language bullshit. Like, her throat might be dry. You know? She might just be clearing her throat, which is why I feel like someone asked me once, like, do you think that like did they actually have anything, or is it mostly just like picking up on body language, and I think it is magic. I do, because I think
I
body
do
language
too.
stuff is bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Me? Uncertain?
Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court. Imagine having to swallow. It was
How
I
dare
who
she.
explained. Yeah.
I see there is little point in trying to hide anything from you. Weird.
Lamawa, are you indeed protecting someone?
That is not a question with a simple answer. To tell the truth, I do not believe in myself.
Then allow me to answer for you. Not how this works. Not how this works, Apollo. You don't just get to answer for your witness. Oh wait, hold on.
What?
Okay, we're good. The bitrate fucking it's dropping like crazy. It's just not doing good tonight. I think we're alright though. It just might like not be the smoothest connection on Twitch. Twitch has been acting funky, and I don't think it's me because like the same amount of people are always home. But I've had some connection problems to Twitch, and actually Tony did the other night too. And I'm curious if Twitch is maybe having some issues because I everything has been fine on my end. I even did like a computer run test the other day when it dropped for me, and my internet was fine. So Twitch maybe just is having some connection issues. Anyway, then allow me to answer for you. Not what you can do. Lamawa, you're protecting. Is it Machi? Yeah, it is Machi. Like, why would it be anyone else?
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright. You are protecting Phoenix Wright. Okay, thank you, Ninja.
Lamawa, you are protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way. Machi, I believe you didn't do it. Really, I trust you.
Also, Lamawa could absolutely get... I think this is probably perjury.
But you've lied to us twice.
Everyone is... Come on, guys.
Now you have Lamawa lying on your behalf. If this is going to work, you have to trust me too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to.
Are you gonna take Machi and all that? Or nah?
I can take him.
Alright.
Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
Yes. That little only.
God, those shoes.
What?
First he could see, now he can talk. And you did not know about this, Amor?
No, I did not. It is quite a surprise.
How many secrets is this witness hiding?
This is last.
Truly, this sprite just makes me think, oh, tummy.
Yeah.
Machi, could you tell us what really happened?
No shooting. I did no shooting.
So you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those 2 gunshots, correct?
Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either. I was in dressing room, behind desk. Manager, he on floor.
Which would be after the shooting, right?
Then there is voice.
Voice or voices? Was it you and Emma, Apollo?
So when Machi went into the dressing room, Mr. Latouche had already been shot. And then we came to the door.
Panel high up. I take off. Run away, run away.
So it was you who escaped through that air vent.
As the prosecution has upheld all along, no less.
Don't be so smug about it.
The defendant has admitted to being at the scene. Might we take this as a confession?
No! Fuck off! No, he's clearly denied that he did it.
I know shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor. The victim had already been shot, you say? I find that hard to believe. The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime.
Long arm.
Long arm. This can only mean one thing. He is a shooter. Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Then let's ask Mr. Justice. Will you require any further testimony from the witness?
Is that it? Is there nothing else I can get him to testify about? Wait. No, of course there is. That cocoon has something to do with this. Machi, please tell us the truth for your own sake. And also because if you don't, that's a crime.
No more speak. Not to any of you. So much for your precious trust, there, forehead.
Shut the fuck up! Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him.
Regardless, this brings us to an impasse. It does seem that the defense and defendant are at odds. Doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. See no other course but to declare a 5-minute recess. Defense will work things out with the defendant so that we might proceed.
July 10th, 11:23 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yay. Apollo Eustace.
No, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
I don't. Yeah, no.
No, thank you.
Yeah, we didn't even need that line to stay in, honestly.
No, we could have cut that one, guys.
Yeah, Jesus. Believe I know shooting.
Machi claims Mr. Latouche was already down on the ground when he entered the room.
Maybe it was a trap and he walked right into it.
Suddenly, I hear revolver. Close. Very close. Then I hear voice.
You heard gunshots?
Yes, it's true, I hear revolver, but only sound.
Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latouche already dead, and then you heard shots? If that's true...
So you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots?
And you escaped through the air vent.
I know.
Huh? What do you know?
I know if I opening vent, I can leave stage and backstage.
So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area? Is that what he means?
Hey, he's right. Look, Apollo.
Ah, yeah. What a wild vent. But how did you know it was connected like that?
Like that bit in Toy Story when they're in the vents.
Yeah.
If you care.
I do.
Yay.
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something.
I hear this from Magician.
Magician?
Don't look at me.
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. Machi didn't shoot Mr. Latus.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body, and then he heard the shots? Well, that's going to go over well in court. Not.
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe whatever he says, even lies.
That is not my job. That's not how this works.
No,
Trucy, I have the law degree. You don't. That's not how it works. We can't just pretend that's how it works, because it's not.
We can pretend we're.
No, we can't.
That's what Daddy always told me.
I know for a fact he didn't believe the shit some of his clients were saying. I'm positive. I'll just pretend you misheard him. Every time. So what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Machi?
No talking. No.
Well, it was worth a shot.
That cocoon. Of course, he's scared. Oh well, I'll guess we'll just have to try a different approach.
That's the spirit, Apollo. So what's your plan?
If Machi won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
100% the worst quality. 1 pixel big. I see your vision, Hannah.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
Yeah. Just any crumb of footage.
Yeah, and as someone who has watched Phoenix write in these trials, I also know he's just no, he didn't.
Yeah,
They would say shit, and he'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" July 10th, 11:28 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Wahoo! Court is now back in session. Mr. Justice, have you sorted things out with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor, we had a good talk.
Very well. So, will he testify?
Your Honor, the defendant will not testify.
What? Shame, and here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around.
Listen, I'm gonna hit this guy. Trucy,
Right.
take off your shoes. See if you can hit him in the face.
Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor.
A different angle?
Yeah, I'm doing a turnabout. If Machi won't testify, then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, Lamawa.
Lamoir?
Objection!
Long arm.
What are you up to now? Fault to be determined yesterday that Lamoir's testimony was insubstantial. There's nothing you can...
Lamoir was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries.
What happened?
She was assaulted, Your Honor.
Assaulted?
Someone wanted Lamoir dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself.
What?
It's always funny how...
Wait, how did Clavier not even hear about it? Like...
I don't know. I love they make it for some. It's less noticeable in the other games. I think maybe because the pixel games are like it's a pixel game. It's how white they make the sweat is so wild to me. Like it looks like milk. Like, are you crying milk? What's happening?
Mm-hmm. I heard no such report.
You don't tell me shit. I don't tell you shit.
Prosecutor Gavin? Why would anyone be out to kill Lamoir? Can you think of a reason?
Well,
Not a reason. Think of how she is known in our country. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English. Yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been?
you don't think?
I do. It was the same person who shot Mr. Latouche. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out.
So am I to understand that this is what you are saying? Namely, that there is a nugget of truth in Lamoir's testimony?
Ninji, while I support you, I cannot in any way believe that Apollo was the only person to do so because I have seen the random ass shit people write real person fanfic about. So if we're considering the fact that like there's like it seems like in this universe lawyers are relatively famous, other people are writing RPF. It cannot it cannot be just Apollo. I'm sure if I looked up some I'm sure if you looked it up, you could.
I'm sure.
I'm not going to look it up, but I'm sure.
The nuggets we have yet to uncover.
Ninji, I have seen a ton of RPF for politicians, so I would not be surprised if if there's RPF for like a high profile lawyer, which I would consider all of these lawyers high profile.
Exactly.
If Lamoir was attacked, this has serious implications.
Yeah, it does. I can't believe we didn't bring it up before.
Very well.
Okay, Ronnie, you take over for a second. I have to I'm getting like a call from my mom. I need to go see what she wants.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Hi, and everything is beautiful. World peace. Love thy neighbor. It's all good. I'm doing good. I can't wait to fucking eat so much food. I miss my girlfriend. She's at work. I'm having a good time. Yeah, I'm a beacon of wisdom, Hannah. I'm just really full of like optimism and positivity and light, and I'm really glad I get to share that with you. Also, if everyone could help to my $8,000 Gerard Way meet and greet goal, that would be really appreciated. I am crowdfunding. I honestly feel like that's going to be a fucking bloodbath because it seems like it's really only going to be like one person, maybe a couple more. So I legitimately don't know. It's 100% going to be one of those things where like the website immediately crashes because even like to be fair, of course you would come with like to be fair, I get that like there's probably like it's probably a much less smaller group of people considering I'm not in that group of people who like, you know, I'm sure it's a much smaller group of people who would be on the website who would have the $8,000. But even then, I still feel like it would be enough people when you just think about it I feel like there would have to be enough people to like crash the site or make it like really chaotic, everyone trying to check out at once. I tweeted about it on Main and Priv. I don't think I posted about it on Tumblr, but I haven't been on Tumblr as much recently. Or at least I wasn't on Tumblr after finding out about the meet and greet. I'm sure a few of the people I follow will say something about it. That'll be funny, and I'll reblog that.
Hello, I'm back.
Hi!
What are we talking about?
So many things.
Cool.
About how beautiful the world is. I feel like, oh, that's right, you told me this last time we streamed, and, like, Taya told me, like, I couldn't. What's it like, getting everything good in the world?
Oh.
You saw Nurse Gerard. What the fuck? Oh yeah, no, I would have cried. The minute I saw Stitch in that costume, I would have been on the ground. Oh my god. Yeah, no, Nurse costume was just, like, such a fun... Oh, of course, good. It's the one, like, polished, finished drawing of Gerard that I posted was Nurse Gerard, so, like, completely felt. It's just such a good character. I love the callback to Vampires Will Never Hurt You with someone called the Nurse. We love a costume that's, like, just, like, so perfect and, like, specific. Oh my god. I love how, on Bullets, the early, DVD, CD versions of Bullets had that, like, thing being, like, if you, like, illegally pirate this and distribute it, Gerard Way will come to your house and suck your blood, and I was like, this isn't a threat that will work. What?
What?
You have that? You have the if you pirate this, Gerard Way will suck your blood version? What? Why do you got to see Nurse Gerard and you have that CD? What?
Mr. Sandman, man me a sand. So true.
What the fuck, Ninji? This is like, what's it like doing everything I ever could want, ever? I'm gonna jump off a cliff. No,
you can't. You have to read this line from the judge.
What if I thought about Nurse Gerard?
No.
Fucked. There were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial.
We are not finishing this case tonight. Unless we do. I'll be shocked.
Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have before. Into some.
Before?
What? I don't... talking. The court will hear Laboir's testimony once more.
Great! Hey, girl.
We're not letting her leave that stand, Jesus. Laboir, I must apologize. Yeah, you're the exact specific kind of MCR person that I like to talk to, and I appreciate that a lot. Yeah. Easy peasy, pumpkin peasy. It's a really good moment, and I then like that it then just cuts to him getting beamed in the head with a kickball. Gerard, where you are just like me. We must ask you to stand again and speak.
You need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent, and I will do all that I can until this court realizes this.
Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window, and that the voice belonged to Darian Crescent, right?
That is correct.
At which point I proved she could not be correct. Party poison cosplay. You would love what I'm doing for my traditional illustration class, since it is a Danger Days thing. Alright. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at the scene was closed and was found to be quite soundproof.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Justice?
I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there.
There is, it seems. Much you do not know.
Great.
Yet it is my duty to hear him out. Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court?
Of course, Your Honor. I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Latouche and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot, then stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window. You know, I had shit to do.
Pretty much the same as yesterday's testimony.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to speaking much in this language. Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way?
I didn't see it, Ninji. I'll look at it next time.
Yet everything I have said here is the truth.
Then it is my distinct displeasure to say this. What you've said to have happened is impossible.
Do I have to repeat myself? Llama Wa was attacked because of this testimony. What? Trucy?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
Shut up! Maybe I'll do better when I don't try to think ahead.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness.
Sure fucking hope so. Okay.
Hold it!
There were 2 gunshots.
Yes, I heard two, one after the other.
That fits with the bullet holes at the scene. Nothing really new here to pick up.
Great. Okay.
Hold it!
Why didn't you tell someone immediately?
Well,
If it were me, I would have got to the police right away. It's our duty as citizens.
Thanks, Glav.
This may be besides the point, but Memoir isn't a citizen. So one would hope such common sense prevails in Virginia as well.
Memoir seems awfully quiet all of a sudden.
That's strange. Could she be hiding something?
It is as you say, yet at the time,
Hold it!
You were in a hurry to go where?
I was on my way to the backstage exit, as I have said.
Why were you in such a hurry then?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
It very well might. Please answer the question.
Attention!
Are you alright, Memoir?
Yes, I am just tired.
I can't believe she's not in the hospital still. She almost died, and they're like, get in here, bitch.
Recall what I told you yesterday, Air Forehead. Memoir suffers from serious amnesia.
And also almost died. Like, the almost died.
Right? Please refrain from traumatizing her further.
Someone tried to kill her, buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
like-
So we can just dismiss questions he thinks are too traumatizing?
Why did Apollo just like facts don't care about your feelings this shit? Why don't you prove her reason had a connection to the case before asking about it, yeah? Prosecution's objection is sustained.
Yeah, but Ninji, like, I never said that was smart. I fully think he's out there investigating with a fever and, like, it checked himself out against
yeah.
doctor's orders.
Current question is moot, Mr. Justice. Please continue with your cross-examination.
Mama Wa was attacked because of this testimony. I know she was, so something's gotta be hidden here.
Maybe there's some detail we're missing?
Because he fucking was sick as hell. That's what I choose to believe.
I guess we'll just have to get her to fill in the blanks.
Right.
That man was fucking dying. Okay, what do we have? Is this exactly what we have?
Darien Crescent?
I did not know his name at the time.
Which, again, I get it. So weird that she wouldn't have been introduced to the rest of the Gaviners. Like, they were like, you get to
Yeah.
meet Clavier and no one else.
Right?
Really weird.
But yes, it was him, the one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you? That's impossible.
Stop fucking smiling at me like that.
There is no way you could have heard him.
Because the window at the scene was— there she is! Sorry. Sorry.
God.
Sorry.
Don't apologize. It's
God,
fine.
it's so funny.
Mhm.
Like, it's— everything about this is incorrect. I love it. This is the laziest image I've ever seen.
It's great.
Ah, it's fantastic.
Is that why?
Of course.
Paulo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
Oh, did not pick me up?
No, you're good. Sorry, I was looking at it. We are supposed to be pressing this one.
She's right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try.
Oh. This is pressed on the— oh wait, no, that's— yeah, okay.
Lama Wa, do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
A whole phrase? Throw a party.
You remember some things I've said?
Okay, here's the thing though, Ninji. If they gave a zero effort port of like Versus or like any of the Layton games, I would give them all of my money. So like, I'm very easy to please. I would give them so much money if they ported Versus. They didn't have to change shit.
Why didn't you say anything yesterday?
Randall Ascot on the Switch, our boy best friend, our traumatized, fucked up amnesiac boy best friend. Ugh. I would do anything.
Though my memory is clear, I was afraid to speak. You see, I do not understand what was said.
This could be it. The clue I've been waiting for. Well, what did he say?
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
The shooter, then. Darien Crescent.
Well, what did he say?
If Emmy was on my Switch, I would eat my Switch. Don't ask me how.
I won't then.
Got it.
It's over. Press the switch. Now.
Eat the switch now.
Exactly.
Switch? The shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latus.
I thought it quite strange myself afterward.
It is a mystery. What could it possibly mean? Mr. Justice, care to shed some light on this?
I mean, sure, I'd be delighted. It's, very vital. Could we maybe add that to the testimony?
I know exactly where we go from here. I don't know why Apollo's like, shit, fuck, god damn it, fuck, shit. Like, you have a switch.
Maybe, Apollo?
Trucy, like, knows exactly what to do, and she's like, are you fucking kidding me, guy? Is it because we skipped breakfast?
From the small window, I heard a voice say, press the switch now.
Objection!
Press the switch.
Wait, opening objection? Wait, what the fuck did I just get? We just got opening objection for having presented evidence during our first cross-examination? What?
Huh.
I could have sworn we already had that one. And somehow we haven't gotten any of the other ones. We haven't... Oh, because we haven't... Oh! Wait a minute. No, have we... Have we really not gotten... Have we really not presented evidence in the switch port? That can't be right. That can't be right. Right?
I guess not, yeah.
No, because we played this entire case in the switch. Didn't we? Or did we switch partway through? We switched partway through this one, didn't we? We did. This is the first time we've presented something in a cross-examination. We haven't done shit in this game. Oh, I thought we had already, but we haven't on the port yet. Wow. Anyway, you get an achievement for thoroughly examining Charlie, if you were curious.
Sorry, say that one more time.
You get an achievement for thoroughly examining Charlie.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Wow. These are some... This is cool. Anyway,
There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words.
Oh?
yeah, good job, Apollo.
Yeah, there is nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. Saves the light.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene, but it just so happens I have a switch right here.
That certainly does look like a switch, doesn't it?
The problem is, this was found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage.
The stage?
Where the concert was held, yes. This was found hidden there.
On the stage. Are you claiming that wrong voice? Are you claiming the voice you heard was of someone commanding another to press the switch?
It's a possibility.
Objection!
Oh, Everheads? I'd call that an impossibility.
Why?
It's hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum.
Why did they put the piano so close to the front of the stage?
Oh no. Imagine like actually having a worse view of the stage if you're like directly in front of like the piano since it's higher than you.
Yeah. You're like, I can't
You're,
see
like,
shit.
You waited 12 hours in the rain to be barricade, and then you're standing there in front of the fucking piano and you can't see clavier.
Oh, day ruined. Then someone dies.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah, that
crush the
too.
people in the front row.
Yeah, that's what you get for waiting. That's what you get for waiting for barricade. God, I would love to get barricade for my chem. The only problem is that there's a million other. The only problem is that there's a million other people who are saying this exact sentence right now.
Uh-huh.
Like 12 hours early isn't even enough. Probably.
No, definitely not.
I would have to go with someone, and we would have to sleep in a car. Or like, it would. It's the one band. I think you agree that I feel like it's not too irrational to be like, I would do it for this one band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I would do an overnight if it's not cold. If it was like it would have to be like a warm enough thing. But with two people, it's also fine because that way, if you do have to change clothes or layers or get things like food and whatever, or like use the bathroom, if you have a second person there to hold your spot and vouch for you, like, you know. So. God, that's the one. Yeah, the one band that I would gladly. There's other bands that I would queue for, like you know, up to like hours and hours and hours for, but no, I would do that for my chem. No one's surprised, but you know. The stage is quite far from Memoir's dressing room. Not to mention that the Gaviners were in the middle of a concert on said stage. Yeah, no, I would do a tent. I would do all of it. I would. If it meant that I got to be barricade, oh my god. I mean, I'd say I got to be barricade, but literally it wasn't like that kind of venue. It was like a small bar. I was quite literally front row, knees touching the like edge of the stage for Pink Shift and Jiraiya. And like, again, it's a much smaller show, but that was fun. Mostly because the lead singer of Pink Shift like sang into my face a few times and gave me, not into my, you know what I mean, like, sang to me, gave me a candy bracelet. Music is awesome. They aren't known for being the quiet band. Could shout all he wanted and not be heard.
The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
So too have Airforehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being
Shut
heard.
up. Sorry. But he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said, or do you need me to shout it out for you? I can be petty too. It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you want evidence, don't you? How about this?
We're in court, bitch. Everyone wants evidence.
Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on stage from the dressing room. Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this?
Why is that? What is it? Is that some kind of newfangled phone they invented while I wasn't looking?
This is a type of transmitter, a communications device.
Communications device?
Yeah,
Alright,
keep
he
it
just
together,
doesn't know, like,
buddy.
any word?
I didn't hit that button. Stop. From what I've heard, that night everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, actually. So if we're talking between band members, we all had one on.
So you admit that if you were wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
Long arm?
True, but wait, those send out an electronic signal. To avoid interference with the audio systems, their range is quite limited.
Lamoire said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section diagram of the concert forum. Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet.
That can't be.
So whenever I heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
God, he really is so far away from that wall.
I know.
You're claiming this is the switch in question?
Why did it have to be on the stage at the time? Arm.
Arm.
Could be placed in a pocket and carried anywhere. Someone could have hit it on the stage after the fact.
Hey, he's got a point.
Whose side are you on?
Mine. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, press the switch.
Well, I guess we don't.
Unfortunate situation. I'm afraid that until we know where the switch was, there's no point in debating it.
I was sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this switch anyway? Anyway. We don't even know that basic fact.
Oh, it set you on fire.
Yeah, it was the thing you hated, actually. You're intimately familiar with it.
Are you cool with that? It set you on fire. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, like remember that? Remember when that happened a few days ago?
Wait a second. I do know what this switch is. And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, we can set Clavier Gavin on fire again. It ends up in proof that completely changes this case. I was like, what? The sentence stopped making sense for a second.
What's up, Apollo?
Apollo?
I'm in my mind palace. We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah, with your help, we can set the prosecution on fire for just pennies a day.
Yeah?
Well, think of when we used it that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Justice.
Yeah, you have to, like, actually tell the other people. You can't just be like, remember to Trucy. Like, that's not how court works. Would you like to share with the class?
If you have no further information to share concerning the switch.
Your Honor?
Yes, Mr. Justice?
I've been remiss in not telling the court... I've been remiss in not telling the court this before. I know what this switch is.
Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking the switch to the case.
They do Apollo insists on doing a demonstration where they once again set Clavier on fire. And then they set another guitar on fire.
Let's hear evidence of the link.
Let me just check. I can't remember if it's the ignition or the guitar. Okay, yeah, it's the ignition. I don't want to waste our time doing the wrong one, you know?
Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
That's that.
That what? Is it another one of those newfangled phones?
The first one was also not a phone?
This is why him and Phoenix would get along, talk about tech.
I'm gonna die here.
You good?
Hello.
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 This
I
is...
don't... Never mind.
Uh-huh. What were you about?
Did you know that every man has one of those inside of them? An igniter, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when Phoenix just said that and but just kind of just like laughed about it?
We don't have to remember. We can, but we don't have to.
It's still
right
so
now.
funny though. It's still so funny.
It sure is something that he said. Phoenix
I
loves
just
to
love
say
every
words.
man has an igniter. Every man has an igniter inside of him, and then just gone. That was all he needed to let you know.
He was just like sharing some wisdom, you know?
Yeah. I love to think that one day Trucy was like, oh, well, what did that really mean? And he was like, oh, I was just saying shit.
He's like, I do not know. He's like, hey, Truce, you know how like sometimes when you're doing improv you just say shit? It was that.
Mm-hmm.
You just let the rhythm take you.
This is an igniter. What phone looks like this?
Igniter? You mean it's like a lighter?
Yes, actually.
You aren't saying the switch is a remote.
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Do you remember when you were on fire, Cheeto Man? Look, I'll show you.
Mr. Justice, you will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
That's the next game.
Sorry, that was a
just
bit
kinda
more.
does it itself.
What?
I was saying that I was talking about the courtroom, and I was like, and it does that all by itself.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a bit more fire than I expected.
My whiskers are caught on fire.
Anyway, Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger. Doesn't that suggest something to you?
You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Yeah, Flaming Hot Cheeto.
Ah!
Exactly. That night at the concert, there was one unusual burst of flame. When you almost died.
Let's see it again.
There
Yeah,
he
let's see it another
is!
time.
When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Let's all watch it again right now.
God, let's watch it again. Let's watch it on loop.
Yeah, why not, actually? Fuck it.
It's really funny.
Wasn't that part of the stage show, though?
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned. He was probably planning on suing some people. And the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Virginia from Lamoire. He said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now it just kind of smoked.
The writer's a guitar, the writer for...
He's like, I am always saying that. And Apollo's like, you're what? Why?
He's like, don't you know how I always say that?
I was like, no.
And forehead.
Yes?
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together.
Why the fuck else would your guitar be bursting into flames?
Yeah, like, do you have that little knowledge of what pyro, like, would be happening during the show?
You have to know, it's so dangerous.
Unless,
Also, that's
some,
not... That's also not the way you would have done that pyro.
Yeah.
Also, if you were having the performer hold the thing that was going to catch fire, they need to know, and they need to sign like a lot of waivers, like a lot.
Just
of waivers.
thinking about, I'm just thinking about the clip where Paramore, where like Hayley Williams got really pissed off because apparently during the rehearsals the pyro had been having issues, and then like in the wrong part of the song, like one of the like streams of like sparkler, like giant sparkler bursts happened just right next to her, and she like freaked out and like started changing the lyrics to be like, I'm gonna fucking fire you, and I was like, no, valid, that would have scared the shit out of me.
It's really dangerous. Like, come on, Clav, you gotta know better. He has an intense rider, I know it. Like, he's a law guy. Come on.
Yeah. Even if you don't know like the science or this very specific like wiring.
Well, he would have lawyers
who
who would write this stuff for him if if
again,
he
at the very
know
least,
it.
At the very least, you would be prepped on like when during the song and in what direction, like what location.
I mean, they had to have done rehearsals. Like, you do rehearsals. You don't have surprise pyrotechnics. Anyway.
Surprise pyrotechnics means there is an actual fire.
Surprise pyrotechnics would be a great name for something.
Oh, that's a really good band name.
It kind of is. Surprise pyrotechnics?
Fuck,
Who's gonna start
I'm gonna
a band?
write that down. Me.
Okay.
I have a few friends who I've like thought about. Who knows? Okay.
You can take that one.
Surprise pyrotechnics is just really good. Those being the shooter's voice. I can always use it in a comic or something if I need to make a random band too. Heard by Lamoire. And the guitar suddenly catching on fire.
Yeah, I realized like I actually hadn't posted the I assume Hannah's means like the stream thing because I realized it hadn't been posted, so I like posted it like 10 minutes ago. I closed a tab, and I was like, oh, oops.
Oh yeah, how are we doing? Like, are we near the end of the case?
We are.
I don't know when you wanna.
I mean, we're gonna have to stop because we still have to do all of Darien and the epilogue.
Sorry.
So we are not finishing tonight. Oh no, it's fine. We are both distracted. We're just not finishing tonight. Like, I don't see a point in us trying to finish if we have to get through all of Darien after this. He has like 2 cross-examinations.
Yeah, I probably also, even though like I am feeling a lot better now, I probably shouldn't push myself.
Yeah.
I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latouche and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch was pressed, and the guitar caught fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? It seems pretty simple to me.
Objection!
Okay.
Forehead, don't destroy the little respect I have for you.
Great, I'm so glad we get along so well.
I was expecting something a little more sensible. I guess I was wrong. What's this all about, Prosecutor Captain? This simple story simply makes no sense.
Except for the fact that it does.
Yeah. Think, that night my guitar caught fire, yes. The cause may have been this indeed.
Which we found inside the guitar.
However, the guitar caught fire during the second set.
Ah, that's right, of course.
No, we can bring it back.
Yeah,
Ah, thank
yep.
God.
Yeah.
The guitar caught fire
yes.
during Lamour's song.
Indeed, yeah, the shooting happened during the third set. The two are utterly unrelated. Yes, that must have been what was bugging me. The whole premise for this is faulty. See, the story makes no sense.
Are you sure about that?
John Cena gif.
What exactly do you mean, Mr. Justice?
Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far.
What premise is this specifically?
I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
What's this? But Detective Emma Skye heard shots and found the body. All of this happens in the third act.
Gunshots rang out, and according to his testimony, Machi was in the dressing room at the time.
Where are you going with this? Fuck.
Yeah,
wrong
not
voice.
right.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Justice?
Stay with me, Your Honor. He also told us this in his testimony, namely that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is insane.
Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flames. We know that a remote triggered igniter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance, the second act. Put your guitars away.
What?
I love the people rapidly turning their heads.
Order! 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 But that goes against the evidence.
What does, Your Honor?
This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of that song, yes?
Hey, he
he's right. Look.
The bullet is supposed to come after the fire.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it.
Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason.
Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying the order was reversed on purpose.
Reversed, Prosecutor Gavin?
If the criminal followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have had to come after as the guitar burst into flame. Yes, therefore, has raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flames. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he'd followed the lyrics the whole way.
Order! Order! Order!
Ninja, can I have some of that red velvet cake? Thank you.
That would explain this most unusual situation.
It does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
Long arm. Dog outside.
Was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but sadly it has. Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Yeah, me too.
Literally.
Oh, it sounds good, I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic. For it's flawed from the very beginning.
Flawed?
Yes, a contradiction there, forehead, one I pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crimes, a small window at the scene was closed. How could Lamoire have heard a voice through it?
Oh, this image. It's beautiful.
Oh.
I know that you would like to divert our attention from this critical fact. But you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise.
Right. Lamoire's testimony is my entire case. That voice she heard, the shooter's voice.
But what if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what do we have? A man saying, press the switch. And near the crime scene we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be a coincidence. But how do I make it work?
I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated, immediately after the crime, that window was closed. Care to tell us how Lamora heard the voice? A key point to be sure. Mr. Justice, can you explain to the court?
Okay, Justice, you've got one thing to prove, and one thing only. Lamora heard a voice. And she heard it during the second set. Think, how was Lamora able to hear the voice?
That is not the right button. There we go.
When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it, had it been open either, meaning it was impossible to hear the voice through the window.
That's good to hear you making sense again. For a moment, I was afraid you might be a Virginian too.
I'm assuming he says like it was like he was speaking a different language and he didn't understand it, except Clav does understand Virginian, and also it mostly just comes across as racist.
Oh yeah, and I was just like, oh okay.
It's not a great line. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
one of
not
the, like. It's not one of
phrased.
their best lines.
Phrasing attempts, yeah.
No, because I totally understand what they mean, but
oh yeah, no, same.
it doesn't come across awesome. Especially when Clavier is like the only character here who understands at least some Borginian, although they have really gone back and forth on how much he understands. Like, a lot. They are, do you guys know how much he understands, or are you just like making one-liners as you feel like it?
Yeah, pretty much.
As I was saying, Lamora could not hear the voice through that window, so there can only be one explanation. She heard the voice from another location entirely.
What's this? You two amuse me, so.
This part's so funny to me, because like I get that part of it was like, it's the trick, right? And you're not supposed to share. And I guess like even maybe even instinctually she like remembers, like you don't share. But it's like murder?
Yeah.
So, but I guess if you think about it, like of all people, Group Grammary isn't like, they're really like, well, what's a little murder? You know? Of all the magicians in the world, they're truly like,
And here I thought you and Good Sense were back on speaking terms. Now I'm afraid you and Good Sense speak two entirely different languages.
Listen, Ninja, I get it. I do. But she's not a magician right now. So, bitch, tell you just... Murder. Murder. There's so many times in these games where they're like, I can't tell. And you're like, someone died. Grow up. You know?
Alright. So I interpret for you, Air Forehead? Lamora clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. And there is only one small window at the scene.
Are you sure? And also, she's blind. Unless she was feeling along the wall, how would she actually know that window's there? It was closed.
Anyway.
Think about it. Isn't there another small window at the scene?
There is?
I don't know why she would call it this, but you know.
I know that look. He wants us to ask him. I don't know why, I'm losing my mind a bit.
Don't worry. I figure as we are about to get to another testimony of Lamora, and we're gonna stop right before it, or like right after it. Like, you know, when you get through the you get the eyes. Yeah. We're gonna stop right after that. Literally, no Ninja. I was also thinking about Lamora and Snake. Two blind guys stuck in a mystery. Anyway.
Alright.
Did you read this?
Very well.
Okay.
You claim Lemore. I thought maybe
I
you
don't know.
Lemore had the verse from another location.
Sorry, I got distracted about some gay boy.
Excuse me.
Listen. I have a lot of
Damn.
opinions.
On the gay boy?
On the fact that, like, the way it's a character in Zero Escape and he's blind, and I have a lot of thoughts on the accessibility and how they have written this blind character. So I have thoughts and opinions, and I need people to know about them.
Fair. Mr. Justice, show us where that location was.
Lamawa heard the voice from here.
I mean, I also have opinions on how they dealt with blindness in this game, so... Oh, right, this is B and M. I hate these keys for that.
This is where Lamawa heard that voice from.
He is also misogynistic. Listen. He is.
What did she tell us? She said she's a Borginian, unfamiliar with our language.
Oh, that's why she called it that. I don't know why I forgot about that. She said that multiple times, and I was like, why'd she call it that? Yeah, no shit.
It's not a stretch to imagine she called this air vent a small window.
He's so sick of this shit. He needs a nap.
Real. And so do I.
You don't need a
Oh,
nap.
goodness.
You need to go to sleep. To bed.
No, I want my Chinese food.
Then Chinese food, then bed. No napping. It's like almost
What about-
midnight.
Then there's ice cream. It never ends. And then there's YouTube. You forgot about YouTube.
Oh my god.
Now you've done it. You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrous. So Lemuel was up in the systems. Sorry, fuck. Was up in the ventilation system listening to this man's voice.
I am obsessed with the fact that while Clavier is literally in this number, he was not told anything about how this trick works. He is standing
Yeah.
next to her, but they would not tell him shit. They would not tell him
So
shit.
funny. It's so fucking.
They were like, this blonde bitch can't know fuck all about how this works.
That's the only logical
that guy.
explanation. Yes, this is the longest case we've done in a while.
Logical. I do not think this photo means what you think it means in forehead.
Okay, what about it isn't logical?
It's hardly meritorious.
I'm gonna need you to say it.
Long arm.
Long arm. Why would Lemuel be in the ventilation system? Hiding like a rat. No offense intended to her, of course.
The explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. Isn't it, Lamawa?
I forgot she was standing there. We've been talking for like a long time.
You have been listening to our discussion here, yes? Did someone, like, offer you a chair?
She's like, no.
Yes, I admit it's had me quite confused since yesterday. Yet the small window was closed, but why should that mean I could not hear through it? I feared our prosecutor might himself need an interpreter.
Drag him!
The problem here is words.
So, always so true. I'm always saying this. I'm gonna have to go back and get a screenshot of that, and just like every time I'm struggling to write, the problem here is words.
Lamawa, this small window through which you heard the voice, was it up high on the ceiling of the room? Not low on a wall?
Yes, it was up on the ceiling. Sorry, I got a text message and I was like, what's this?
What?
Oh. Order, I will have order.
Witness, you will clarify the statement to the court. Are you in fact saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room? That's where you heard the moment of the crime?
Yes, in fact I was. I'm sorry, I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Yes, well, why the heck were you up there?
I believe it's time for another testimony.
I'm not sure I can't.
May I remind you this is a murder trial? We will hear your testimony. Oh, did I, like... Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. You just didn't read this one. You read the last one. Are you gone now? Oh. Hello? Ronnie? Well, that's unfortunate. I wonder what happened. Yeah, Ronnie died. We're like 2 lines away from being done and Ronnie fucking died. Cool.
Tell us why you witnessed the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please.
I don't know what to do. They haven't sent a message yet. So.
You hear me?
Oh, now I can. What
okay,
happened?
thank God. There we go. I don't know. The Wi-Fi didn't die on my phone, which is why I was able to message you real quick. It just, like...
Discord
my
decided
computer
to,
just,
like...
It
pass
just
out
restarted and, like, disconnected
Oh!
me.
That's fascinating. We are so close to done, so... It's okay.
Okay.
Well, looks like I'm on the right track.
Like, you literally... right now. Oh. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, this is not the artist's best work. Oh, right, the testimony font? Oh! Yeah, this is a very basic font. Yeah, up in the corner, that's a pretty basic font. I'll read this real quick.
Yes, I was above the ceiling when I heard the voice. I had heard there was a small window there before. It was in the middle of my performance. I had no time to report what I had heard. As to why I was there, I cannot say. I am bound to secrecy on this matter.
Well. Okay, let me just... Ronnie's having issues.
Bound to secrecy.
Oh. Hi.
What the fuck? It keeps
Don't
doing
worry.
it.
We're about to be done.
In my line of work, one has many obligations to uphold.
But you say you were in the middle of your performance. So this did happen during the second set.
I did not witness the crime, you must... I understand. I only know what I heard.
Yes, but you must tell us what you were doing in detail.
No.
Long arm.
That's what the cross-examination is for, yeah? There, forehead?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our mission in this court is to discern the truth. Yo, I just yawned and now Rosie yawned.
Oh my god. Kitty.
We're connected. Hi, girls. You just wake up? I think she just woke up.
Aww.
Everyone say hello to Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
She just woke up. Oh, she looks so tired. You can go back to bed. She's just like blinking at me so wearily. No objection, no binding pact may hinder that mission. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. What are you gonna do, Apollo?
I'm going to find out the truth.
Oh, not on the keyboard, Rosie. Let's not be doing that, okay? I can't read the line.
She was up above that ceiling for a reason. I just have to get it out of her.
I can't believe they like don't immediately kind of guess why she's up there. You know, like someone needs her. I guess they need her to spell it out legally, but you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Options. We're going to save.
Wahoo!
Wahoo!
We will finish next time.
We will.
Not next week though, because I
was
will
gonna
be
say
in LA.
not next week. Next week though. Oh wait. Options.
Yeah, sorry everyone that I am so busy right now.
All right. Thank you all for coming. On Monday, I have more verses. We are in the last trial portion of the game, but it's a fucking long one. On
go.
Thursday, we're playing more Zero Escape and frantically trying to get other endings. I don't know, not get axed, I guess. Hi, Beanix.
Hi, Phoenix.
And then next Friday I might do. I bought a bunch of. I impulse bought a bunch of other like puzzle games or point and click mystery games. So maybe we'll play one of those. Yes, maybe we'll play the one where we murder people. It was like $2, so I have no idea how good it is. But we do get to
find out.
Yeah, we do get to kill people, and I really want to. Maybe I want to commit some crimes.
Yeah. You really want to kill people?
No, I explained this yesterday. We were talking. I sent like a post about Leverage, about how like they really like go after billionaires like hard in that show. Like they're always like ruining billionaires' lives. And I sent it to our Leighton channel, and I was like, this is how playing Catriel makes me feel, because that game sucks and it kisses millionaires' asses so bad. It's just like, millionaires are great, awesome, aren't they? Aren't they awesome people? We're all pro millionaire. And I was like, this is how this game, like, I would like to start ruining some billionaires' lives. And so JJ was like, Kat could be a criminal. Kat would be a great criminal. And I was like, I'd love to play a puzzle game where you are a criminal, because there's like a lot of puzzle games that involve detectives and mysteries, and I could not find any with you playing as like a criminal, except for this one where you murder people. It's a little bit, it's like a point and click, so we'll have to see, but I would love a puzzle game where you kill people. I think that there should be more puzzle games where you're evil, is what I'm saying. Anyway, I thank you all for coming. Ronnie's going to be away next week.
Sorry, I'm here. I'm alive.
You're fine. I was talking a bit and now we're going. I will message you tomorrow about cons though.
Yes, I will be around for that, because I also am not working either this weekend or next weekend to give myself spring break time.
Hell yeah.
And then being in LA time.
Yes, I will.
So I will be around.
Yes. I'll see you all later. Have a good weekend. Have a good spring break for those of you on spring break. Drink some water. You too, Ronnie. And I'll see you guys whenever. Goodbye.